to tell you about, where the artists are children from the Jewish Guild for the Blind. These young people are not only using their hands to create beautiful works, they're also learning skills they can use in their everyday lives. And while these artists may not be able to see, their passion is crystal clear. Here with more on this great program are Dr. Cesar Alfonso, president of the board of the Children Art Foundation, and volunteer artist Willie Baez. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for inviting us.
How do you convince a child who cannot see that they can create art?
Well, I think that we overemphasize the sense of vision when we think of art, when we conceptualize art. Art is an experience of the brain, you know, and all senses are involved. So they use all their other senses, and they have an equivalent experience that someone else with all their senses would have, and they can certainly compensate for not being able to see or for having low vision.
So, Willie, you think these are images that they're seeing in their head from everything else, all the other stimuli that's happening around them, and they translate that into something on canvas?
Absolutely. I think they use whatever reference they've already experienced or what they've been given to. I mean, some are 100% blind, and some are, you know, have more vision and they can see color and things. But sure, there's always a reference that they.
We're looking at some video of some of these pieces of art, and what strikes me is the decisions they make about different colors and shapes and forms. And it tells you that the brain is active whether or not it's getting input from the eyes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And even the experience, even blind people can experience colors. I mean, we have some of our children who, for example, will ask to describe the color blue. So, you know, obviously the first reference that comes to most people's mind is the color of the sky or the color of the ocean. And everyone can relate to that. So even if you cannot relate to it at a visual level, you can relate to it at a mental level and in a more abstract way.
And even for someone who's disabled in these ways, it's really important to be able to express oneself, to be able to feel like you are creating something, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, sure. You know, the experiences are numerous. You know, there comes a moment where the child takes off, if you may, you know, and they just go off and create their, well, whatever they're doing. You know, it's very exciting to watch.
And have you been surprised by the results at times?
Oh yeah, I have this little boy who I call him the little Picasso because he just loves to paint, and he's up there going like, I mean, he's incredible. Yeah. He's just incredible, the way he moves. He wants to paint everything, the chair, the wall, you know. But he creates some very interesting pieces, you know.
Wow. Dr. Alfonso, what schools are you working with this program?
Well, we were... At the present time, we run programs in 4 schools, 2 schools in New York and 2 schools in Thailand. The 2 schools in New York are located at the Jewish Guild for the Blind organization. They have on their 2nd floor a preschool and an early intervention program. On the 3rd floor, they have a special education school from kindergarten to 12th grade. In total, probably 75 students if you count all 2 schools. The 2 schools in Thailand, one is in Bangkok, and that is the Bangkok School for the Blind, which is a gigantic school. It's probably the only organization there. Then on the other school is in northern Thailand, and that's a school that serves rural children in a very poor community.
Wow. It really teaches us a lot about both art and also the learning and the human heart, the human mind, creativity. Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Cesar Alfonso and Willie Baez with the Children Art Foundation. We appreciate you coming in. When we're back in a moment, you're going to get your chance to mouth off to Montone. Stay with us.